Hey, it is Matt from Landsiedel Fitness. I am here today to talk to you a bit about the iliopsoas muscle. So what this muscle is it's essentially two muscles that connect into one muscle, okay? So we have right here, both sides on each side of your lumbar vertebrae, they attach to your lumbar vertebrae is your psoas muscle, okay? So it comes down like this, and right about here, it inserts into your iliacus. Okay, and they join together. So right about here, the point or the action for this muscle is going to be hip flexion, okay? That's why it's called a hip flexor muscle. And it's also going to do external or lateral rotation at the hip, okay? So just like that. So we're gonna start with a self-myofascial release. I tend to find for myself and for many of my clients that static stretching is just not effective for this muscle. It tends to not respond very well to static stretching, which would be like kind of staying and resting and opening it up like this. So what I like to do is I like to use self-myofascial release technique with a softball. So first I'm going to show you how to locate the iliopsoas. So we want to actually find the psoas muscle, and then we're going to move down from there, okay? So we're going to locate our belly button here. We're going to go directly 1 inch above our belly button and 2 inches over, okay? So this is the starting point. So this is where you're gonna wanna place your softball, okay? You're gonna come down onto the ground. So I'm gonna place the ball in that spot where I've located, okay? And I'm gonna look for a muscular tissue that will probably be painful, but we don't want it to be organ pain, right? If you're feeling, because right in and around that area, you got quite a bit of organ tissue. So we're looking for muscular feeling. So right about here, okay? And we're just gonna hang out. So we wanna hang out in this spot. We wanna allow the psoas muscle to kind of release itself a bit. And then once we've got that release, we're going to roll up and down on the muscle, not side to side, okay? So we're gonna lengthen the muscle because it is an elongated muscle, a vertical elongated muscle in our body, so we wanna make sure that we're pushing the muscle apart in that fashion. Okay, so you can go low, move into the iliacus as well, and start to break that up as well. So this is gonna be a bit more of an aggressive way to stretch the iliopsoas. So what we want to do is I want to show you guys another technique that is called the corrective resting position, okay? So for a lot of people, this is actually an assessment to tell if you are tight in your iliopsoas as well. So you're going to lay down on your back, you're going to place your feet out and your hands to your side, and I want you to feel under here, okay? If you can get your hand under there, then you probably have a tight psoas, because what's happening is it's shortened and it's pulling here like that, and it's creating space underneath here, okay? So just a simple, elegant technique that you can use to start to create length in those muscles is to pull your lower back down to the ground, okay? So what this is doing is it's creating a contact point, but it's also keeping the core nice and active, training you how to keep neutral pelvis and lengthening your psoas muscle. So this is a really, really good comprehensive technique that you can use, and it's fairly simple. You can just kind of hang out and let it do it. Next exercise is a strengthening exercise for your iliopsoas, and what it is using an infinity band, okay? It's called the psoas march. So what we want to do is we want to hook the band around our feet, okay, right in the center of our feet, and we're going to lay back. What we want to make sure is that we want to make sure the lower back is flush, okay? So my lower back is now nice and flush, and my knees are at 90 degrees or higher in, right? Because we want the flexion in the knee to be prevalent. We don't want to be out like this, okay? So we're going to try and stay right at a nice 90 degrees. And we want to drive 1 foot forward. This is the working leg because it's requiring to stay in and stay positioned, okay? So it's a nice shortened hip flexor. Come to start, drive forward, okay? Now this hip flexor is working. So we're just gonna go back and forth kind of like a bicycle, and pretend like we're marching, but we're going to do it very slow and controlled. If we want to add a little explosivity to it, we're going to start at the starting position, and we're going to kick forward like that, kick forward. Okay?